Good morning and welcome to Orisha Readings, Iledo Zawa's channel here on YouTube. My name is Paul, and today we're going to start the new segment talking about the Orishas, talking about La Regla de Osha. If you're here for the first time, welcome to our channel. I hope you hit that subscribe button, hit that alarm bell. That way you'll be notified every time a new video is uploaded, and you'll be on top of all the different videos and issues that we're discussing. Previously, I took a couple of videos to discuss on the importance of doing our spiritual table, what consists of our spiritual table, and we're going to be running weekly videos. I haven't decided yet, how I'm going to do this, what days, but we're going to do 2 to 3 videos a week. One of them would be dedicated solely to spiritualism. The other one will be dedicated to Santeria, Regla de Osha. And the other one we might do as just question and answers, okay? But today we're going to get started with Santeria, La Regla de Osha, and I want to discuss a couple of rules first, okay? Obviously, I have no idea who is on or who is viewing our videos. I am a firm believer, I truly believe that the aleyos, the ones that are not initiated, have every right to learn. They have every right to discover certain issues of what they are allowed to, okay? Because I also do respect that there are certain things that they cannot know or should not know until the appropriate time, okay? That being said, okay, I will try to deal with terms, subjects, topics, however you want to address it, in general terms. That way I am in compliance with the religion of not revealing secrets that should not be revealed. I understand there are many things out in the books, many things out on YouTube, many things out on Facebook, all over the place, okay? I will also remind you that there is an ordum, a sign, a 6-8. Speaks of many things, but one of the things it does say is extend the white sheets. And when we extend the white sheets, anything that happens behind the white sheets is kept secret. Nobody should know until they enter that process, okay? So with all respect of Obaraunle 6-8, I will maintain things that could be said in general terms, and I will respect. Just because you see things out on YouTube, or you see things out in Facebook, or in books, or pictures, you have to ask yourself, is it true? Is it correct? Because not everything that's being posted out there is correct, folks. That Sakam is so important that when you make the decision as to who is going to be your godparent, who is going to guide you, who is going to instruct you, you make that choice from the heart, from the mind, and is a choice that you feel comfortable with. Because many people out there will say this, that, or the other, and may not be correct. So it's very important that in our process of picking our godparents, we know exactly who we're picking, why we're picking that person. After all, folks, it's like I always tell everyone, that choice is yours. It's not the godparent's choice. Because when a godchild comes to me, even though I may have a good relationship with that person or whatever, Obatala has the final say. It's not me. If Obatala says that he recognizes you as his or her godson or goddaughter, then I keep my mouth shut because I'm just Obatala's servant. I do as Obatala says. So it's very important that you know why you're coming into the religion, what is it that you want to achieve, what are the purposes that you have, and is this person qualified to give you what you need? So it's important that that choice is your choice and you're in control of the situation. Once you make the choice, then obviously it's the godparent's Oricha that has the final say. Okay? So, if I say that I cannot go into further details, please respect that response. If I say that I cannot answer that question, please accept that response. Some people I have met over the years, and I know, that they are initiated in the religion, that they do have their santos, and I can speak to them on the specifics to issues or to protocols or to policies, however you want to call it. But at the end of the day, as I said, I'm a firm believer that non-initiated people, aleyos, have every right to ask questions, have every right to gain knowledge, to seek that knowledge, okay? Because I rather, how I was learned, how I was taught in the religion was with my godparents. I'm not from the books, I'm not from the internet. I do read books, I do see what's on the internet, but I wasn't taught that way. I was taught from my godparents. And that's very important that you understand that, okay? So, again, policies, rules, I do request that everyone respect one another. I do respect that everyone has a good question, because there are no bad questions or good questions. I do expect that we be civil with one another in the group. And like I said, my biggest issue is the respect. If I cannot answer a question, that you at least please understand why I cannot answer that question, okay? Now, so that we could get a little bit into the topic of the day. First, I want to go over a little bit as to who I am, okay? I discussed a little bit on the very first video. And just in case you're coming on brand new here, and this is your first time with us on YouTube, my name is Paul. I'm initiated Obatala. I was initiated in August of 1981. With all luck and Obatala's blessing and Egun's blessing, this August, I will turn 37 years initiated Obatala. I was initiated here in Miami. I am of Cuban background. I was born here in Florida. My parents were from Cuba. My godparents in the religion is Jorge Iturralde Salaco Omo Batala. Some of you may know him. He's a well-known Oriate. He's a singer in the tambores. He is a great person. I owe him great deal of gratitude because he did teach me, and who I am today, I owe it to him. Mayubona Nilda Changoro Agayu, great spiritualist. She adored working more el espiritismo, the spiritualism, than the santo. I was her third godchild after so many years. Most of her godkids are like me, as Yubon, as a second godparent. My third hands is a gentleman that a lot of you may know. His name is Aníbal Guerrero. Aníbal is an Ochun child, Okantomi, and he was my third hands. He was my Oba. So I had great teachers, great people around me that really took time to teach me. When my parents did their santo, their Oba, which I had the opportunity and many times to talk with and work with, is a gentleman by the name of Victor. Everyone knew him as Vicky. Also an Obatala child, also an Oba, Ochainle. And I come from an old school. I'm not used to a lot of this modern technology. I'm not used to a lot of these new things that are taking place. Like I said, I'm going to turn 37, so I do come from an old school, okay? What else can I say about me? Our videos in our groups are handled in both languages, Spanish and English. I will do the same video in Spanish and post the information so that if you want a specific language, you'll be able to get to it. One of the reasons why I've decided to do these videos is I'm being thankful. I am giving my orichas, I'm giving my eguns a thank you for all those years of giving me everything that I have. And I think that as a elder, or approaching those years of being an elder, I have a responsibility. And what I've seen out there lately has really, really saddened me. We've lost a lot of respect for the religion. We have a lot of animosity in the religion, a lot of disrespect from one to the other. And I don't think it's right. I really don't. I think that this is a beautiful religion. I think that we have a lot of things that we could fix, and as a community and as brothers and sisters that we are in this religion, we should start taking the initiative to fix this, okay? Like I said, if you're here for the first time, hit that subscribe button, hit that alarm bell. You'll see on our main page, our Facebook pages. Please feel free to subscribe. There's a great deal of information and blogs and different articles that are being posted that could help you. We're always welcome to accepting comments. We also like questions and answers. Tell us what you liked about the video, what questions you may have, so that way we can continue to improve. I started here on YouTube because, you know, I like the format. I've been a little uneasy with Facebook, but sooner or later we'll get started on Facebook. But we do need you to subscribe, because YouTube has a protocol that they go by subscription members and stuff like that, so that we could get to going on live and chat at the same time. So if you help us out, I greatly appreciate that. Today's subject is going to start off with El Ebois, okay? And what I want to talk about El Ebois is the controversy that's always been existing, and I should say it's a controversy it started in the last couple of years, the last few years. I don't recall this being an issue or a hot topic as I was growing up. I received my guerreros as a child when my parents first started into the religion. So as far as I could tell, and as far as I'm going, is the subject today is, who is the ultimate person in giving the guerreros? Is it the babalaos or the santeros? And there seems to be a lot of great back and forth going on this conversation, okay? Once again, I'm always open to comments. Once again, I'm not telling you right or wrong. I'm here to discuss subjects to enlighten and expand your knowledge within the religion, okay? It is true that the babalaos have the right, they have the components, the secrets to charging, cargando, the eleguaces, and all that, okay? The difference here is that a babalao is going to give you, entregar, give you your eleguá, which in their territory, in their realm, is known as Echu. Echu Laroye, Echu Aye, Echu Abarareyiki, Echu Alaguana, and so forth down the road. The santeros give birth to eleguá, okay? Because when we give our warriors, or we give birth to the orichas, especially when you're being initiated, you receive the delagoons, the cowrie shells, and los caracoles. That is the mouth of the orichas. The babalaos do not give birth. I repeat, do not give birth to the cowrie shells, delagoon, or los caracoles. Okay, that is strictly a santero function. That being said, okay, why the argument exists, I don't understand that. Because the babalaos have their function, and even though my house where I was initiated under Jorge Duran de Salaco is not a house that works a lot with Ifa, where my parents were initiated, that's a different story. That house did work with the babalaos. They worked with the Ifa, okay? So my first set of warriors came from babalaos, My determination of my guardian angel was done through Orula, Ifa. When I went to get initiated, obviously they asked me the questions about the warriors, and Padrino Jorge basically says he was going to address it and take care of it. And it was at that time that I received my elevoa from Santero. Okay? A lot of people say it's a stone, otang. I don't know what to say about that. I honestly believe that if a Santero has the capacity, has the training, has the knowledge to determine your elevoa path, has the right to determine the elements that are needed to charge that elevoa, why not? See, the issue is coming into who has the right. The answer is both have the right to do it. Ifa, because they're the wise ones. They're the ones that hold the secrets. Ifa has that authority. But it cannot be underestimated or mistakenly said that the Santero can't do it. That's wrong. Because if we have to give birth to elevoa, because we have to give the shells so that elevoa could talk through the legume, then why is the argument? I will not understand that. The argument has to be that if something is done wrong, because I've seen many times where I've taken a godchild because they've come into my house and we go to Ifa to check something out, and all of a sudden that elevoa is not functioning. That elevoa has errors. It wasn't given by a Santero, but yet Ifa makes mistakes, Santeros make mistakes. So that's how come it's important that if the person is qualified and knows what he is doing and knows exactly what has to take place, as long as it's done right, maferefun elevoa, maferefun hecho. But people make mistakes. People assume. People think. And that's where the mistakes happen. Once again, I've had great teachers throughout my years. And I have never, ever run into problems where things are done incorrectly. When you do things from the heart, and you do things with faith, and you do things correctly, and elevoa works, then everything's okay. So, if you ask me who has the authority, or who is the one that has the ultimate say in giving elevoa or hecho, I will always respond both do. Because I understand that if you go to a babalao with your elevoa from Santero, he's not going to recognize it. And I understand that. I'll accept it. So you'll end up like I have all my life. I have my two sets of warriors. My elevoa from Santero, that was born with me, going to be 37 years ago. And I've had no complaints of that elevoa. I've had no problems with my elevoa. My elevoa has responded in every instance and incident of my life. And he has put his face there for me. So has my hecho. My hecho from Ifa is hecho. And I have no complaints of my elevoa from Ifa. You know, when I did Santo, Chango referred me a lifetime to go see Orula. And I respect Orula, and I believe in Orula, and I believe that if you pick the right babalao, the one that comes from the heart, the one that's honest, everything will be fine. Bottom line, it's okay if you have your two sets of warriors from Ifa and Santeria. But you have to understand that the policy is very simple. Ifa gives the warriors. Santeros give birth. That's a different story. That's where the topic of conversation should be. That's where we should expand the knowledge, not fight that Orula has the right or Santero doesn't have the right. Because when we don't explain things correctly to people, then that's how they get confused, they get upset, and they get frustrated with the religion. The issue is, as far as I'm concerned, both have the right to give the warriors. Santeros give the warriors because of the shells. The santeros give birth when you're being initiated. El Lebuá, one of the santos that is given birth on that day. So I cannot, under no circumstances, take Echu, give him a set of shells, and all of a sudden, boom, he's born. No. I have no legal jurisdiction to touch that El Lebuá or anything like that. Excuse me, I have no right to touch that Echu. So that's how come a lot of people I know do see the two El Lebuá, your Santero El Lebuá and your Ifa El Lebuá. So there should not be an argument, my friends. Okay? We'll continue. Today was a topic I'm sure I'm going to get bombarded with questions and issues and comments, but that's okay. Once again, this is my opinion. This is what I feel. This is how I understand it. This is how I was taught. Okay? Once again, I want to tell you, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that alarm bell. That way you could always be notified of our upcoming videos. Once again, look at our Facebook. Feel free to join them. Feel free to like them. There's a lot of information that are constantly going up on those pages. I want to wish everyone a great Friday. I hope you enjoy this weekend. And for those that are mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you for being with us today.